And we're live. Matter of fact, JB, go ahead and start the. Well, nah, let's share it first.
Yep.
Let's see. Oh, no, I'm doing that. I'm tripping. The screen just went blank. No, it didn't. Well, it did, but then it didn't again. I don't know what the fuck going on. What the fuck?
Yeah. Mike's up good.
All the damn groups.
Yeah.
Like, this nigga keep posting in all the groups.
Right? Who is this nigga?
Why this nigga keep posting in all the groups?
Yeah.
And it's not even Sunday. They posted already. Alright, let me get to my other app with these games and shit. Let me stand up, get nice and comfortable. Alright. You ready to get started? Let me blow my nose first.
Yeah, please.
It's funny I gotta blow my nose. You want the camera to not see, but like the mic ain't hearing me. But the camera see, like, that nigga blowing his nose. It's winter, bitch.
Baby, it's cold outside. That's another thing that happened. Some weird shit that happened.
What?
John Legend and Kelly Clarkson did "Baby It's Cold Outside," but they changed the words because the Me Too movement doesn't like that song.
Why not?
Because they basically.
Have you started?
No.
Okay.
Wait. Yeah.
Well, let's start.
Okay.
Now, I was blowing my nose on camera. People that's listening to the podcast didn't really see that.
Yeah.
But I blew my nose. It was like, it's cold, bitch. It's winter, bitch. You saying that what happened?
Okay, so on the show The Masked Singer, that big hit show on Fox, F is in the building. Anyway,
again, but I think I got what you're looking for. Pause.
Hey, pause, big pause.
Yeah. But they redid "Baby It's Cold Outside." John Legend and Kelly Clarkson did it on The Masked Singer, but they changed the lyrics because now the Me Too movement finds the song "Baby It's Cold Outside" offensive because the song is all about this lady who decided to come up to a man's apartment. And now she's trying to leave, but he's like, "Baby, it's cold outside." And so he's offering her a drink, and he's like, "Man, it's crazy out there. You don't want to go out there." Like he's throwing a big rap on her, but they're saying that he somehow pressured her, into staying there. So they changed the words, and they're like, "It's your body and it's your choice." And I'm like, "Oh my God!"
Was that a spoof? Well, they were serious.
No, that's literally what the lyrics said. Like
I know what I'm saying. Is it a spoof? Were they being serious?
Yeah, they were being dead ass serious.
Wow.
It's
crazy.
Serious.
Only JB would burn holes in my makeshift ashtray that I made. I don't even know how you did that. I even created a cigarette holder so it sits right there. And some kind of way you still just destroyed my makeshift ashtray. It's fucked up, JB.
Those holes were in there when I was using it earlier.
Almost knocked up.
Right. No, never mind. Let's not talk about it. He was like, I said. Any damn way. Let's introduce. What's the name of the podcast, JB?
It's a pod named Kickback. It's like a Tribe Called Quest. You say the whole thing.
Oh, John Witherspoon.
Oh, damn, yeah. And we had that on the docket.
Yeah.
And I guess Well, let's introduce her first.
Yeah.
But then, rest in peace, John Witherspoon. We coming back to you. We can give you your proper
He
time.
was so amazing, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But let's introduce the show. Welcome to a pod named Kickback, also known as the Black CNN, and the revolution will be televised. I'm no breaks new, the righteous ratchet. If you throw it, I'll catch it. If you got it, I'll match it. Every Shmonday, we right back at it. I feel fantastic.
What's up, y'all? It's JB Frank. I'm that gangster geek representing NWA. Nerds with Attitude. Happy Shmonday, everybody.
And I'm Gelman.
Gelman in the building.
Damn.
Wow.
Okay. All right. We're having some technical things going on.
Yeah, it's all good though. I got you.
Yeah, make me sound crisp. Turn me up. Make me nice and loud and very crisp on the mic, JB.
What button I
Gotta
to turn him off?
Chris.
What button I gotta press?
No, I'm not letting you touch any of the
cut
buttons,
his mic
y'all.
off.
And they can't hear you, girl. We're professional with microphones now. You're going to hear the mic.
Yeah.
They can't hear you.
Yeah.
So that means I gotta talk louder then.
Yeah. Or talk to the mic. Oh, Lord, we just gave Joe the mic.
Oh,
Let's do this, y'all. Let's do this. Just ripping off all the effects, huh?
right. You just took my whole.
I mean, you weren't here to do it, girl. I mean, you weren't here to do it.
I'm sorry.
So, let's get into the topics. Let's start with rest in peace to John Witherspoon.
Yeah.
You know, we'll get into all of his accomplishments, but the show, the name of our show, a pod named Kickback, came from the Boondocks, which was a show he starred in a cartoon when Cat Williams was on there playing a pimp named Slickback.
Right.
But Friday, Boomerang.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Friday. I'm being produced right now, y'all. Looking into the camera. Friday, Boomerang.
Right.
The Marlon and Sean, the Wayans Brothers show. What's that? The Good Times. He was on Good
Shit,
Times.
Hollywood Shuffle, nigga.
Hollywood Shuffle.
How about the Cincinnati that show way back when?
Did he play a cop?
No, it was what the name was that show?
And you gotta talk into the mic, motherfucker.
I'm trying to think. I'm thinking out loud.
You can't think that way. You have to think
Into the mic.
Think into the mic.
WKRP in Cincinnati.
Yes!
He was on that?
Yes.
Yes! He what? Oh my god.
He made a cameo appearance in that show.
Yo, that's hot.
I didn't know he was in that.
Yes, sir.
That's
I know
crazy.
stuff, man.
That's why he's Gelman.
I think his most famous line is either coordinate.
Coordinate.
Bang, bang, bang.
You know, your pops had on the special mushrooms. Yes.
He said, I watched that day, he was like, what's wrong, man? Person ain't hitting it.
Reverse it.
He said, look, your person ain't hitting it. Your person in the bathroom smoking a
Bang,
joint.
bang, 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 bang.
Don't interrupt my jokes.
Well, they're not that funny.
Yeah, he's like, the person in the bathroom smoking a joint? He said, nah, man, they ain't there fucking. And he was like, no way. They walked up the bathroom, that nigga saw that shit, how the motherfucker looked, and they really just got finished fucking. He looked at David out of the crib was like,
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry. He just hugged that nigga like, there's nothing I can say, man.
I'm sorry, yeah.
Thank you for all of the laughs. Thank you for all the classic moments.
Yeah.
Even when he was in Jay-Z's video for I Just Wanna Love You and Who I Am and What I'm There, I'm Big Stand. That song.
What?
Give me that.
And don't forget the classic line.
Stuff.
Don't nobody go in there for
45 minutes.
Yeah.
I still say that shit.
Yo.
I'm a stinky shitter. But
Oh Lord.
no, moving on. Let's do a moment of silence for John Witherspoon. On the count of three, everybody, wherever you are, we're just gonna give him a couple seconds of silence on the count of three to show our love for the late, great 77-year-old comedian, actor, legend, John Witherspoon. 1, 2, 3. We love you, but it's time to start this show. We're gonna make it funny in your honor. So, our first topic of the week, our icebreaker, JB, is why the Gangsta Geek, why the Righteous Ratchet? JB, why are you the Gangsta Geek? What does that really mean?
I'm the Gangsta Geek because I have always been a nerd. I've always been an intellectual. But I basically grew up in the hood. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in rough neighborhoods, but my parents blessed me with education at a very, very early age. So it wasn't that, I mean, you know, the hood was a part of my life, but so was reading books and, you know, going to school and getting good grades and doing all of those things. And I feel like those two things can go together. You know what I'm saying, New? I think that there are a bunch of gangster geeks out there. You know what I'm saying?
I think you're understating it. You didn't just read books and get good grades. A lot of niggas in the hood do that. That's regular. You were a fucking genius. And
he had James.
And you had James A. I mean, nigga, you went to Harvard.
Shout out to James A.
And shout out to Patricia.
Happy birthday.
Thank y'all for that.
You gotta set up your voicemail though, mama.
Yeah.
Check your voicemail. Check your text.
I ain't mad at y'all. I appreciate that, but that's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I just want to make that very clear because that ain't regular ain't Gangsta Geek. I've read some books and lived in the hood. That ain't Gangsta Geek. You went to Georgetown Prep, one of the most prestigious schools in D.C. Congressmen's children go there. Right. You went to Harvard University. It's way more than reading books. And I'm not trying to like hype you up. I'm just clarifying. It was way different than that.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it was important, you know, and I was blessed to have a family that supported me in doing that. We made it happen, and we came out of the hood. I guess the reason why it feels so regular to me, New, is because I met so many gangster geeks who were way more gangster than I was. You know what I'm saying? Niggas who grew up in the his hood in the Bronx, you know, with gangs and shit, doing shit, you know, down, you know, next door to them. I didn't grow up like that, you know what I'm saying? But I went to Harvard with niggas who grew up like that, you know what I'm saying? Okay. So I don't, you know, so I look at it a little differently, but at the same time, you know, God allowed me to see that paradigm. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see myself as the hoodest nigga that went to Harvard. Not even close. I'm not even close, young. Not even close. So
gangsters up at Harvard.
Yeah. Like for real.
Let me do something. It was gangsters at Harvard. You didn't do it. It was gangsters.
Give me that.
No, I'm gonna tell you. You didn't want to do it the last 80 shows, so I'll do it. What the fuck? Okay, so that's why the Gangsta Geek.
That's why.
Why the Righteous Ratchet?
Yes, why the Righteous Ratchet?
One, my name is now Tariq Numan. I legally changed my name because I refused to have a slave master's name or the name of a person who I barely knew. I wasn't gonna be nobody's junior, and I didn't know him. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pro-black. I'm a 5%er. Back in the 80s when it was, you know, pro-righteous teachers, Brand Nubian, Big Daddy Kane, Rakim dropping knowledge of self, I was all into that. I had dreads when they meant pro-black, not this new Lil Wayne dreads shit y'all do. I was wearing that shikis in high school. Like, I was righteous, you know what I'm saying? I taught a class in high school about black history. And I was pretty too. And I'm glad you say that because that's the point. But I was also ratchet as fuck. I also love pussy. I also love going to Wheaton Mall every weekend, getting numbers and trying to fuck every girl in high school. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah, you just took me back.
Yeah, getting Cinnabons.
I just was in fucking Cumberland Mall eating Cinnabon.
So they do have one in Cumberland Mall.
Absolutely.
Field trip, because you know they're closing them all down.
Yeah, they are.
When we helping you move, we discovered that
they had one in Cumberland Mall.
We going.
And it was
Field trip.
It was wonderful.
Field trip. Well, ladies, if you want to get to my heart, bring me a Cinnabon. Extra frosting. cup on the side. But having said that,
With the fork.
with the fork. See, I need a knife too. And Ratchet was.
Yeah,
So
I'm trying to
wait,
get it together. Yeah, I'm trying to get it together over here. Cause
what the hell's going on over there?
well, we're getting some weird feedback, and I'm trying to fix it. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm just keeping it high with y'all. So bear with me.
All good, all good. Shit. Let me see.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, cool. Good. So, Righteous Ratchet, because I'm Ratchet. Y'all look at my Facebook post, you know that shit.
Oh, that's way
I'm a nigga in a polycule. You know what I'm saying? I've been to trapeze. Like, I'm Ratchet. There's a Ratchet side, but also, power to the people. Like, all of a sudden, I give you that good dashiki dick. Like, I'm gonna teach you something to fucking shit out you.
This is why I need the sound effects, because that Thank you.
Lord have mercy.
Oh shit! All right, Gilman, you want to do this for that time?
Yeah, please.
All right, so that's how we got our nicknames,
Right.
Our monikers, and I think that's important to say because we've just been added to the So Shameless live show here in Atlanta on November the 9th.
Yes.
And the link to that show is in our bio on our Instagram, on our Twitter, and on Facebook, so you can get tickets. Come on out. It's going to be hosted by Kiki and Medina from Cocktales.
Right.
Shout out to Tahoe, Dodge. I forgot her name. But shout out to Tahoe, Dodge, and the innocent one, Trauma. And shout out to Trauma for inviting us and letting us open up. Mm-hmm. We're going to have some surprises for you. We're looking for sponsorship so we can have some giveaways.
Yeah.
So anybody watching that wants to give away a gift card to your business or a discount to one of your services, get at us. We'll give it away as a prize.
That's right.
During the pod, during our live.
Yeah. We'll boost that out at the end of that. At the end of that segment.
Yep.
So look out for that, man. Again, November 9th. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it, dude.
Hell yeah! Next Saturday. What was that?
Ooh.
Oh. So yeah, they said, ooh, I know what they said, ooh, because they saw that just went viral story of the week where the NBA was fighting JB. It was motherfucking Joel Embiid, Carl Anthony Towns, then Ben Simmons came with the rear naked choke. It was crazy.
Yeah, that shit was crazy, man. We watched the video the other night, young, and like the camera was down on the other end because it was fast break points down on the other end, and then they came back and it was a rumble back there, a straight up rumble, like bench clearing. We saw the coaches, everybody falling around and shit. You know what I'm saying? It was wild. Two of the players got suspended.
Joel Embiid was suspended 2 games.
Right.
Carl Anthony Towns was suspended 2 games. And what happened is they got into like a little shoving match. And Carl Anthony Towns didn't like Joel Embiid shoving him, so he grabbed him. They started wrestling. There wasn't no punches thrown. They just wrestling, trying to throw each other down. They fall into the ground. They're separated by different players and coaches and staff and referees. And Carl Anthony Towns tries to get up and lunge at Joel Embiid while he's being held down.
Right.
His teammate Ben Simmons, who was trying to hold Carl Anthony Towns back, just kind of put him in the rear naked choke, which means he put his I'm demonstrating on you. No, that's super.
Nah, you're not. No.
Come here, Gil, let me demonstrate on you.
No.
So he put his forearm underneath his throat and choked him out. Carl Anthony Towns was tapping JB. He was like, hey, man, tap it out, breathe, tap it out. He was tapping out. Like WWE shit. But they're not suspending Ben Simmons because they're saying that he was trying to break up the fight.
Right.
And I do see it that way. At first I thought it was like, did he try to sucker punch him, like try to choke him out?
We had to look at that shit from like 4 different angles in order to figure out what the hell was going on. Though. Mm-hmm. Like they had to give us like a 360 on that jump because it was like a pile. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy.
It was. I'm liking the NBA has my attention this early. It's still football season and I'm watching the NBA.
Right.
I'm very happy about that.
Right.
I'm glad you got my attention.
Right.
That was the viral story of the week, man. That shit was crazy. But JB's college girlfriend.
Come on, young.
Katie. What's her last name, JB? Oh, you married her.
Hill.
Katie Frank. Katie Frank.
Katie Hill.
Like JB Frank, Katie Frank.
Nah, Katie Hill. Katie Hill.
She decided that she's no longer running for Congress because it's been discovered that she's a cheater. It's been discovered that she stepped out on her husband, JB.
Yeah, stepped out big time. So she had an affair with one dude who was on her staff. To clear things up a little bit,
Slut.
so she actually she was an active congresswoman, and she is resigning now because this scandal has come out. And what they found out is that she had an affair with one of her staffers. That is the inappropriate thing. She broke the law. But as the story unfolded, then after that, she and her husband were in a throuple. They literally used that term in the article.
I like this. Tell me more. Tell me more.
So, dude, I mean, you know, we were talking about this before. Like, what does that sound like, young?
I mean, well, it's polyamory, which we've been doing, only been doing the last 10 shows on,
Right.
10 episodes on.
Right.
Shout out to my polycule. Like, you hear me?
Yeah.
But it was another interesting fact is that her throuple was with another man.
Yes.
So 2 men and 1 woman.
Yes.
That's an interesting throuple. What Big say, 2 dicks, no bitch. You might have been serious shit. But I guess they got a bitch, so there will be no serious shit. I was trying to say,
I guess there was some serious shit
I-
because she resigning from Congress. That's fucked
yeah,
up.
I don't think she should have had to resign. Her
Yeah.
personal life has nothing to do with her politics. Now, fucking the staffer, maybe that part.
That's exactly what it was. though.
Maybe that
that's what got her in trouble, because again, like you said, like she should be allowed to live her life, because again, they called it a throuple, you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like she stepped out on her husband. And honestly, I don't think she stepped out on her husband when she fucked that staffer.
Yeah,
I think she was just
they're
rocking like
poly.
that.
And then
Right.
You can't step out on poly.
Right.
Wow. I know a lot of motherfuckers need to hear that line again. You can't step out on poly. I'm not even going there. But yeah.
Save that one for November 9th.
Yeah, November 9th.
Yeah,
November
save
9th.
that one.
So
Yeah.
Shameless Live.
Indeed.
So that was I don't need you experimenting, man. Don't experiment on the podcast. No, don't hit it twice. It's gonna play it twice. Give it back. Give it back. I need to talk to people on Facebook. Don't shush. You should go on Facebook to see if we get any live comments that need to be addressed.
That would be great.
Yeah, that's how loud it is on Facebook.
Wow.
Dirt. But yeah, if you go to our live on Facebook F and go to the link of the page and keep it up, then you can handle the sound effects, because we'll have you also talking to the people that are asking us questions. As any good executive producer should do.
I agree.
But now we found out what JB's college girlfriend did. Let's talk about his high school girlfriend.
Come on, man.
And our that was our what the fuck story of the week. But in our Donald Trump Shut Up Stupid Award goes to JB's high school girlfriend that went to Georgetown Prep, Lori Loughlin.
No, she did not.
She grew up in a full house. And she I made it funny. That's where you want my laughing sound effects. I deserve a laugh. Is there a laugh thing right here? Wait a minute.
That's the one you need right there. That's the one we're looking for.
That was the whitest laugh ever, yo.
Yeah, it was.
That laugh was very Caucasian. That laugh puts
Just like
raisins in there, potato salad.
Just like Lori Loughlin.
Just like Lori Loughlin.
White
JB,
shit.
tell these people what your high school girlfriend did. You dated her?
This nigga.
So we all know
Wait
this.
for it.
No, it's the rim shot, not that one.
So Lori Loughlin was one one of the moms who was bribing schools to get her kids into college.
Yeah.
And so now she is facing 50 years in prison because after she was charged with the crime, she further tried to bribe the police officers.
Try to use her white privilege.
Yeah, she literally tried to bribe the adjudicators. And she thought that shit was gonna work, dude.
I don't want to see your white tears,
fuck,
Lori,
bro?
neither. I don't want to see your white tears.
Like, what the fuck? Like, this is just the stupidest shit ever. So now they're throwing a book at her, young, because she just didn't understand.
The origin of that saying, JB, throwing the book at somebody. What do you know?
I'm laughing at one of the comments.
What was the comment?
Where are your other pants?
Oh, for JB?
Where are my other pants?
Yeah, apparently you have a fan base out there that enjoys your
khakis.
Your khakis.
Lord have mercy. I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Alright, you're gonna have to wear the khakis to the live show on November 9th. If you come to the live show on November 9th, JB will have on his khakis. Tickets are $30. Link is in the bio on Instagram and Twitter. A pod named Kickback. Go to our Instagram page. A pod named Kickback to get your tickets to the So Shameless live episode that we've been added to. We're opening up for with Cocktales podcast on Saturday, November 9th. So you have a couple days to get your tickets.
Featuring JB's nuts. What? These nuts. These nuts.
You gotta be like, I'm JB Frank, the Gangster Geek, also known as these nuts. Turn them loud laugh for niggas down, man. Like, give you some volume on that. Some volume, man. It's on the side of the phone.
All right.
Just turn like that. This is about halfway. That shit coming like gangbusters. Oh, to y'all, are the sound effects too loud? Y'all let us know. So,
Yeah.
JB, what we gonna do about Lori Loughlin? Are you gonna bail her out? Or is she going to jail? What you think?
Fuck no. Like,
Fuck no, you're not gonna bail her out, or fuck no, she's not going to jail?
fuck no, both. I'm not bailing her out, and she's probably not going to jail. She's too rich for that.
Is she really that rich? That bitch was on Full House. I mean, I don't know. She could be. I personally don't know.
They're
I'm
gonna
just
try
guessing.
and throw the book at her, but
Why? You think white people gonna throw a book at a white person?
I think they're going to make a half-hearted attempt. In all honesty, real talk. I think this whole 50 years in prison thing was just a fucking press release. That's what I really think. I don't think they're really. I think it's going to be a half-hearted attempt to throw the book at her, because when you put out press like that, like you doing a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And every time I hear this, and I know I shouldn't compare these, but every time I hear about this shit and how they getting away with it, I think about the black women who lied about their address to get their kids in private school and then going to jail for it.
Shout out to
Right.
Patricia Shelton. We got away with it, but you're right.
Yeah, hold on. Statute of limitations. You 75? Okay, bet. It's cool. We got away with it. and F is 74. I'm 30.
Whatever.
So JB, our Nipsey Hussle Award goes to Gilman. You gonna like this one? JB, you gonna like this one?
Goddamn
it
right.
goes to DC Sports. Title Town. Last year we won the Stanley Cup and lost in the WNBA Finals. This year we won the WNBA Championship and we won the
World Series.
The World Series.
Yes. Major League Baseball, the Women's Professional Basketball League. Oh my goodness.
And hockey.
And the National Hockey League. We are Title Town.
We 3-4 in 2 years. Title Town bitches.
Yeah.
And none of y'all cities 3-4 in the last 2 years. Not LA, not New York, not Atlanta, and not Venezuela.
So you know that
God damn
DC
it.
is following the Boston pattern, right? Right. So it was hockey, then basketball, then baseball, football. So football.
Redskins, come on now, guys. Come
football
on,
is-
It's gonna be the Ravens. It's gonna be the
Come on,
Ravens.
Stop
It ain't gonna be the Redskins.
The Ravens is Baltimore. Don't do that.
It's still
no,
in
no,
DMV.
No,
DC,
don't
no,
do that.
no,
Yeah,
DC
don't
is
do
next. DC is next.
DMV.
DC is
Don't
next.
do that. You just hate because you're Dallas fan.
I know, the
that's
Redskins
exactly
are
what-
soft. Dog, y'all won one game.
Yep.
Like, what are you talking about?
This year.
You lost to the Dolphins.
This year.
You know how many wins the Dolphins got? One. You know who they got it against?
Shut up.
You.
Shut up.
Like, no, it ain't gonna be the Redskins. They won't complete. It'll be the Wizards before the Redskins. And the Wizards sorry as shit too. You know I love them, but they're sorry.
I think it will be the Redskins.
Before the dog, you think they'll get past the Cowboys, the Green Bay Packers, the 49ers who are 8-0, Seattle. Like the Redskins have way more to go through. The Wizards don't.
Yeah,
And I ain't mentioning the AFC.
I know you didn't mention the AFC.
Patriots, Kansas City. Redskins would not win a Super Bowl over the next 10 years.
Wow.
Like, that's how, like, I know it's one thing to be a fan or one thing for content for the show, but that's, like, get a grip. It is a piss poor ran organization.
Yeah, because of Mike off, please.
How could, like, I'm not unrealistic. I'm a Wizards fan. I know we're not, I'm a Wizards fan. I know we're not going to win no time soon. I don't, but that doesn't, like, take a shot at my fandom. That just is what it is. Like, are y'all serious?
Maybe.
Or like, are you just talking? I'm confused.
No, I'm going to be honest. There is quite a bit of wishful thinking here. There's no, like,
Yeah, there's no logic.
yeah, like,
there we go.
neither of us are, like, we're not stupid. Like, but I want it to happen. And so
Okay.
I feel like it could.
Okay.
So that's what
Well,
I'm
say
going
less. I got you.
with. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
shout out to Titletown,
Indeed.
despite the Redskins.
Yeah.
And our other Nipsey Hussle Award winner for excellence is Twitter. Twitter has decided they're no longer doing these political ads.
Right.
I don't know why I keep looking at you.
I don't either.
They're no longer doing these political ads. They're no longer letting, like Facebook, that Russia control the whole last election. Twitter's standing up like, nah, we're not doing that shit. We shutting shit
Mark
the fuck
Zuckerberg was
down.
like a total fool in front of the
Right.
Oh, they got a AOC.
the committee.
AOC, the squad.
Mm-hmm.
You know what they call the 4 women of color in Congress? The squad.
Yeah.
They let him have it. They let that
drug
nigga.
him through the
Nigga
deserved it.
Nigga, it was no Vaseline. It was no sheep orgasm pills. It was nothing. You just.
Yeah. He deserved it though. He fucking deserved
Hey,
it.
Rick
though.
Ross grunting up his ass.
Oh God
Oh,
damn.
that's horrible.
Yeah, big pause.
horrible.
Double lines. Lord.
I mean, that's where I've been, goddamn. Shit. He was Mark Zuckerberg. Hey, fucked him with an iceberg. I don't know what that means, but yeah, it sounded good, I guess.
Nah, I didn't.
No, it didn't sound good at all.
Hey, baby, you want to come over and do a little Netflix and chill with me? Hey, look, for real. You want to come do a
It's
little
not working.
Netflix
I
and chill?
was trying to. It disconnected.
That's weird. Okay, let's get into our Netflix and chill story. Well, not story, but Umbrella Academy, which I thoroughly enjoyed season 1.
Yes, I did.
Season 2 is coming.
Yeah, this is exciting. This is the show about the young kids who have superpowers, and they're basically at like Xavier School of the Gifted.
It's a school for the talented.
Exactly.
Like me, Jimmy, and Alf, we all got superpowers.
Right.
I can make panties drop in an instant. And that's my power. But
God, why is it not working?
you must have disconnected in some kind of way. What did you do?
I didn't do nothing. Man.
You did something.
I didn't.
But something was done.
That motherfucker.
Somebody did this. We need the fabulous drop. Let me tell you. Alright, so look. Fab was dating this, he was his girl. They all in love, they all doing their thing. And somebody just made a story that was just like, Fab is cheating on his wife. it was at a meeting with this kid's teacher, and they said he was cheating on his wife, and he was like, "Why? Like this picture's a year old from a teacher-student conference. Like, why y'all trying to fuck up my relationship? Like this wasn't done by accident. Somebody did this. Somebody did this." And it was just like, it was a weird thing to say, like, somebody did this. But he sounded like somebody did this. Somebody did this.
Sound like he was looking for somebody.
I just said that. I knew nobody got the reference. But Joe Budden, now you turn that into a sample, motherfucker, before I can do it. Somebody did this. But Umbrella Academy, I think I love season 1. All the different characters. They had Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde type character.
Right.
I can't remember all the characters. They had like a Superman type character.
Yeah.
They had a bunch of different characters. I really liked the show.
That joint was like several months old though. Like it's been quite a wait. Like I'm looking forward to it coming back because I barely actually remember.
I might watch it again.
I might have to go
because
back.
I think I'm confusing that with The Boys.
Right.
I made the Boys reference about the
Superman.
character.
You're right.
And that wasn't that show. That was. But at the end of this one, I think Umbrella Academy, like the world blew up or something.
Yes.
Some shit.
Some real big shit happened at the end of
a big
Umbrella.
explosion.
Yes.
And we don't know what happened at the end of the explosion.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that. Gangsta Geek. Are you watching anything right now?
I am actually watching this show called Poldark on Amazon Prime. Now, it's a historical fiction show, but it's talking about the United States. The United States before the American Revolution. So it's talking about how these people were British citizens and they were doing their thing, but all the tax injustices and everything were still happening. They fought in the French and Indian War, and I mean it's a historical fiction story, but it's very, very real, and it teaches you a lot of historical context about what was going on during that time period.
Okay.
And the American Revolution is another important time period that I like to study new because that was one of the critical moments when slavery was actually in question. Like if you want to understand the hypocrisy of American society, study our American Revolution, because you can literally see, you can read documents where Thomas Jefferson and John Adams, 2 slave owners, are debating about the existence of slavery and how it categorically defies what they have written in the Declaration of Independence. They struggled with that hypocrisy, but they had to keep it in order to keep the southern half of the Confederacy.
Niggas just did that to save the Union.
That's I mean, but you can watch that happen, but it just gives a whole context to that shit because it teaches you that slavery was always some fuck shit, always some bullshit, and there are really no valid apologies or justifications for it. You know what I'm saying? It just gives me more fuel to end those arguments, you know?
I hear you. This week, what I'll submit for Netflix and Chill is going to be a little different.
Okay.
I'm not going to talk about any TV shows I'm watching. I'm going to name some podcasts. So, last week I went on Tara show, Tara Talks. Tara is from Australia. She now lives in Atlanta, and I went on her podcast this week past, and I think it was Monday or Tuesday or something, and we had a really good conversation. And her podcast is just a conversation. She doesn't really want to know too much about you. She just wants you to show up if she thinks you're interested, and she's just gonna actually tell her your story, and you start from wherever you start from. You know, you start from childhood, you start from what happened this week, you start from what happened this year, you start from what happened when you were 30. And you just have a conversation about that shit.
Interesting.
And she wants to interview you, JB Next, F. She wants to have you on too.
Who's that?
Are you in the room?
It was a joke. You missed it.
Okay, all right. Yeah, obviously I did.
No, I'm down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Bet. I told her I would send some good people her way.
Okay.
She's an avid listener, a supporter, so we definitely going to support her. She hasn't dropped any episodes yet. She's recording, kind of stockpiling, and her content doesn't have a limitation or a deadline.
Right.
Like we do a weekly show.
Right.
Our shows get old. Her show doesn't get old, because it's timeless conversation with a stranger. And it is very interesting. She's in a workspace.
That's a nice tag you just created.
What I say?
Timeless conversation with a stranger. You got.
I'm gonna give her that. You're welcome, Terry. You're welcome. You're welcome, mate. That's from Australia, mate. You're welcome, mate. Crocodile Dundee.
Oh Lord.
I don't know any of the Australian words, but mate and Crocodile Dundee.
Crocodile Dundee.
Those are the only Australian words I know. I hope she's not offended when I say that. Love you, boo.
I'm sorry, Terry.
Right.
She probably was.
I'm sorry. sorry. I'm also doing that and listening to So Shameless podcast so I can get an idea of how that's going to go down this week.
Right.
Of course, I listen to Cocktales. I also... another podcast I'm getting into, damn it, I can't even think of the name. But I listen to a lot of Gary V. That motivation gets me right. T.I.'s podcast, I'm enjoying that so far.
Did that Girl Talk with Jade come out yet? The latest episode?
I don't think so.
Okay, we still
waiting on that one. So shout out to Jade, Erotic After Dark, Girl Talk. Well, shit. Let's move right along. That's our Netflix and chill segment. Gilman, you seen something that was good?
Netflix. Let me see. That the guy from Stranger Things.
Which guy?
One of the kids from Stranger Things has a kind of like a reality show, like a spoof, where he has these elaborate skits set up to scare people. It's really really cool. Like he has like one episode where he had. So the premise is they have
all the way up.
They have two people in the show that have no idea what's going on. Everybody else are actors that are in on the whole gag.
Okay.
So what he'll do is he'll stage like for example, one episode he had these two guys. It was one guy and this one girl in this household where some strange things are going on and these teddy bears are possessed and mess around and throw one of them off the balcony and these people have no idea what's going on. It's amazing. So that was one episode. Another episode was they had this lady who was working in the ER, and the doctor was in on it, and this other lady who was part of this panel with this general, and he had some stomach thing happening on the way into a speech.
We cannot hear a word you're saying. Get into the mic.
I'm eating the mic right now.
No, don't lie.
Okay. Anyway, it's a reality show, but it's a kind of like a gag show where he puts on these elaborate skits and two of the people that are in the show have no idea what's going on and he scares them. So that's pretty cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It's on Netflix?
It's on Netflix, yeah.
You know the name?
No.
Okay.
Be honest.
Another good Netflix show is Rhythm and Flow.
Yeah. Rhythm and Flow with Cardi B. That's good,
Cardi B, T.I., and Chance the Rapper. They had the first episode had Nipsey on it.
Oh yeah.
I was like, damn, Nip, why? Bitch ass niggas, we do bitch ass things. Nip should be here.
On some conscious shit. Like I've been watching the Netflix documentaries on the Earth. Like it's our planet. And so each episode goes into all these incredible
Oh, their scenescapes are amazing.
They had this one scene where they captured this Siberian tiger, the first footage ever captured of a Siberian tiger in the wild. It's amazing how the planet is just being deteriorated by human interaction.
Yeah.
So it goes into all the different places, the jungle, the Arctic, it's really cool. So I've been watching some nature shit. So I've been on some on some feel good, trying to be more eco-conscious type stuff.
Alright, I'm gonna take that shit off.
It's called Our Planet. It's dope.
It sounds like some shit JB into.
Yeah, absolutely. I had talked about the other show, Rotten, that you should check that out.
I'll check that out.
Yeah,
and of course, Eddie Murphy playing Dolomite. Oh my Jesus.
We talked about that last week.
Well,
actually,
Jesus, that show was
we went into it and we promised that we would watch it. I still ain't seen it.
You stop, bro, tonight.
Tonight
after the show, we watch that joint. We gonna get, right. We gonna get nice,
right,
get right, we gonna get right. Order some pizza and wings, and have a ball. You know what I'm saying? We gonna watch that real time.
I'm with it.
Let's do it.
All right, next up, let's see what else we got going on here. The playlist. Okay, I'm gonna get y'all opinion on this.
No.
Okay.
I love when another one of the five is here. Somebody else can be an ass. Somebody else can be an asshole.
So, Eminem and Jordan Lucas have put out a song called "What If I'm Gay."
What?
And they put out a snippet. So the whole song isn't out. It's a snippet. And in that snippet, they go like, what if this, what if that, and what if I'm gay? And I'm like,
are you gay now?
I didn't write the song.
Well, you should have said it with it.
Okay, so
owned it,
remember, I forgot what that movie was with James Franco, where Eminem did a whole spoof segment, and he was like, "I'm gay."
That was
like,
the interview, the movie about John King Jr.
Yeah.
What's his name? Kim Jong-un.
Yeah, Kim Jong-un, and where they interviewed Kim Jong-un in North Korea.
They know a parody spoof movie.
Yeah, but he was basically like, "I'm gay," and he said that shit straight up. But I was like, wow. Okay.
Yeah, but it being in the movie is one thing. Making this song and making it at this point in time in history, it just seems kind of lame. Like, you make a song of "What If I'm Gay," but you're not gay? Like, who are you pandering to? This shit is kind of irritating me. I was like, so I got a whole song about "What If I'm Gay"?
Irritated, no? Tell me how you feel, dog. Tell me how you feel.
I think they're pandering. So,
Oh, good Lord, I made this drink strong.
That's how I make them. But it just felt like they're pandering. And I don't like it.
Yeah.
You look like you don't like it. You got the stank face.
I don't like that shit.
You look like somebody just fired with your mouth open. That's horrible.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
What y'all think about that, man? Because we know they're not gay. So it's like,
I don't know that he's not gay. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm saying, like, you, like, I'm
okay,
sorry.
hold on, let me do this. Let me tell you this. Jordan Lucas made a song called "What If," about being a racist white person. The whole song was from the perspective of a racist white person. He does these weird things. He does these weird topic things all the time. So,
yeah, but
I'm saying they're always doing this shit. And now they're doing the "What If I'm Gay." I'm like,
is
you want to do a skit, dude.
I do a skit.
You should do a rebuttal to that whole thing. That I would love.
What
to
if I'm straight?
Yes.
And
no.
So okay. So I look at and
No.
I'm sorry to say it, but I look at Eminem like I looked at Eddie Murphy back in the day. Like, Eminem's lyrics have always been about like fucking niggas in the ass and doing weird shit.
Really has.
Yeah,
like
this shit has been going on for decades now. Like, he has always been talking some like.
But he's also always been the most homophobic nigga in the room, which is sometimes a sign. The nigga that's so scared of gay shit.
Yeah,
that's kind of a sign sometimes. But this doesn't feel genuine. It feels like shtick. It feels like pandering. I don't believe Eminem is gay.
Word of the day,
pandering.
Yeah, I mean that. Maybe that's where you and I kind of agree to disagree on our take, New, because I don't know. It doesn't smell right to me.
Well, that's not the debate. The debate is what you think about the song. The content of the song.
What I think about the song is I think that
from them, the niggas who always trying to say something controversial.
Yeah, I think a lot of the controversial shit that Eminem has consistently said is some gay shit, and so.
But no, it's not. He's done more homophobic shit. Well, he was being banned for his homophobic lyrics. I don't like faggots, fuck faggots, like shit like that. So he hasn't been saying, like, I don't know what you're talking about. He been talking about. Eminem ain't never read a song about fucking a nigga in the ass.
Yeah, he
has not.
Yes, he
has not.
All right, I'll have to find
Eminem is the most homophobic rapper ever. Now, if you would say because he is so afraid, it's a podcast and no one looking at you. That's what they like. They like to see interaction, nigga. This ain't network television.
Hey, man, I'm just trying to keep
it ain't network television.
Yes,
this
sir.
is a podcast.
I'm sorry.
Well,
yeah.
Eminem has been the most homophobic. Like he had to do a performance with Elton John because gay people were going to boycott the Grammys if he was there. Like Eminem don't do that. I know, some people like Biggie said, "You look so good, I'll suck your daddy dick." Rappers do say shit like that. It ain't Eminem though. Eminem has been like consistently homophobic. He had to get Elton John to perform with him to stop the boycott because his lyrics are so disrespectful to gay people. That's who Eminem is. And that's why What If I'm Gay is ironic and weird because his whole history is he's anti-gay people. That's who Eminem is. The anti-gay rapper. The gay basher. So for him to go, what if I'm gay? It's like, you're pandering. Because you're the one that was boycotted. That was then canceled because of your disrespect for gay people in your music. That's why I'm like, I don't get it. I think Eminem is being controversial with some gay shit, but I don't think you know what the gay shit is. The gay shit was the way he bashed gay people.
Yeah, there were, and again, I have to find the lyrics, and I will, and I'll point them out to you. But there were, again, like just certain things I heard in his songs. Yes, it would be like, oh yeah, you fucking faggots and rah, 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 rah. I remember that shit. I remember all of that shit from Eminem's lyrics. But inside of that, there was this like, I don't want to make unspecific.
Next week.
Yeah, I don't want to make unspecific.
He would say shit like, I'll fuck you with a chainsaw. But he told Insane Clown Posse, since you two faggots, I let you two faggots suck my dick. Or something like that. It was something like that.
Right. Another man saying that anybody's gonna.
Right, but what I was saying is what he was saying was, y'all are so gay that y'all. I don't even say y'all want to suck my dick or something. But I'm saying that one line I heard in that beat. I'm giving you a point.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm 1 point for you.
Point.
I'm giving you the line that you don't remember. He doesn't remember.
Well, appreciate that.
I'm giving it to him.
Thank you.
Pause. So I'm.
Thank you for pausing. Let's just move on. How about that?
All right, next topic. Next topic.
Yeah. I'm good.
So some good news. Some good. Yo.
Out of 5.
Right. The NCAA, forced by California governor.
Yes.
Yes.
Has finally caved in and decided to allow student athletes to get paid off their image and likeness.
I think that is the most progressive action of college sports I've seen heard of
in its history.
Because it absolutely is 100% needed. Because
well deserved.
It well deserved because not only that, it takes away from all the bullshit that these kids have been going through. Not by any fault of their own, by these boosters trying to make profit off of their actions and their likeness.
It's been a slave culture.
It absolutely has, and it absolutely has. No question about it.
So what about the people who are banned, the universities that are banned for having boosters? Will there be some kind of leniency or some kind of
I don't know if there's going
that?
to be some leniency or forgiveness or retroactive retribution or whatever the case might be, but I think moving forward, I think it is a great platform for college sports because it takes the bullshit out of the equation and lets these kids just be who they are and play. Because at the end of the day, these kids aren't going to, let's face it, they're going for the education, true, but they're going, listen, You got
They're
students.
doing one and done. That's not going for education.
They're going to football school. They're going to football school. They're going to basketball school.
And that's the thing that I've had an issue with the whole time. Is like you got kids that go to school for an education, to get a degree, to get a job. These student athletes are going to school to get a job in professional sports. There's nothing wrong with that. But if the universities are going to make money off of them, then goddamn it, they should get compensated for it.
Exactly.
Period.
Well, and
because guaranteed, if 3, 4, 5, 6 million people came to see a biology exam, best believe that those students would be getting compensated. Period.
Excellent example. I love what you just said.
They do get compensated. They do get compensated because graduate students, master's students get stipends.
Boom.
They get living expenses taken care of
Boom.
by the university.
Yep.
Like,
I don't know if that's a good example because the athletes get that too. I think more what it's about is their likeness.
Well, no,
the jersey sales take it to a different level.
They get an additional stipend. They get money on top of that, though. They get, like I said, a stipend. They get all their residency is taken care of, and they get spending money.
Okay, you didn't say that first. But
yeah,
saying that now,
I said a stipend.
You said they get a stipend that takes care, and you describe what a stipend does. And what you describe the stipend to do is what athletes get as well.
Yeah, in addition, they also...
If you would say in addition, we would have been
okay, so I'm saying it now.
Right, but you didn't say it before.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's all I'm saying.
You
didn't even say it.
Look,
because that be like to switch shit up.
No, I didn't switch. I said a stipend.
All right, moving on. He said a stipend that does this.
Go ahead.
I'm not playing with y'all.
We can wrestle. I mean, we can put on a goddamn show.
I don't want you wrestling with balls. I don't want you wrestling.
Why
with
you gotta take a negation?
All right, you want to say it.
Wrestling is not gay.
Thank you.
First of all,
I don't want another grown man with his arms around me.
You gotta have moves, baby. You gotta have moves.
Unless somebody died or something, you should not have your arms around me.
So does that mean that? No. I'm not going there. No. I'm talking about like EA Sports, college football, EA Sports video games.
Yeah.
So they now have their names on them.
Quite possibly.
Because have you noticed they stopped making college football because
college basketball
and all college sports video games because they have not had their names on it. It's been undervalued, and so therefore they discontinued.
That would be great.
That would be
and then they do the all like 2K does the all college, the all like 2K does the all-time Wizards team, all-time Bulls team, all-time Nets team as an option. So you can play with the regular team you got or the all-time team. They do some all-time college teams.
Overweight.
Michigan, Duke, North Carolina. Nigga, the tournaments.
Florida State.
I would play with Florida State.
Back when
football.
Ward was Charlie Ward. Come on, man.
Ward be in both games, basketball and football.
How about that?
Anyway,
I think it's a great piece of forward movement for college sports, and that's all I got to say about it.
That's what's up. I agree.
So before we get out of here, what I've taken from every podcast I've listened to, and I want to say this first. Let me say this first. October is the greatest month in the history of our podcast. So yeah, definitely. With applause.
You got the mic. You got the.
Oh, it ain't put another one. It's all fucked up. But shout out to ourselves. Definitely, I'm very happy about that. Thank you to you. Applause to you, because you made it happen. I didn't make that happen. It was y'all kickbackers.
Yeah.
Kickbackers. You did this.
Kickback.
You did this.
Thank you.
This is our greatest year. This is our greatest month.
Yeah.
And last year we had our best month. Like this ain't the first time we got our best month. This year, fucking with y'all.
Yeah.
Thank you, motherfucking thank you.
Yeah, our numbers look like that. Like that's what the
It's
graph
ridiculous.
That's what the graph looks like for real. And I like graphs that look like that. You know?
I love graphs.
Yeah.
I'm a finance guy. You work hard.
Yeah. So we're seeing green bars across the board, across the quarter, across the year, across the month. Thank you. Come on out November 9th and show
See us live. We got some surprises for you.
Yeah.
And when niggas gave us this opportunity,
Right.
we went in.
Right.
We went in. It's gonna be stupid.
We're professionals. We're professionals.
We do this. We're goers. We go.
We go. We're goers. We're goers.
We're good at this.
Shout out to Most Def.
It's our most deaf brown sugar movie.
Brown Sugar.
That's where I got that shit from. That was pretty good.
I like that.
But you always get the movies.
Hey, man,
You're
right.
the expert. You always get this shit.
I appreciate it.
So I want to thank you guys. I'll remind you now to follow us on social media. It's at A Pod Named Kickback. On Twitter, at A Pod Named Kickback. On Instagram, at A Pod Named Kickback.
Yep.
On Facebook, at A Pod Named Kickback.
Yep.
On MySpace, at A Pod Named Kickback. On Black Planet, at A Pod Named Kickback.
no.
On Christian Mingle, at A Pod Named Kickback.
It's a pod named Kickback. It's like a Tribe Called Quest. You say the whole thing. Shout out to John Witherspoon once again.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
R.I.P.
And so thank you. We'll see you guys November 9th.
Thank you.
Click the link in the bio of at A Pod Named Kickback.
And God bless us.
Shout out to Gelman. Coming through tonight.
Hey.
We about to turn up. Shout out to Smee and Coffee, the 5. You'll hear something about the 5 often. 3 of the 5 are in Atlanta. So shout out to the 3. Shit, man. Let's get the fuck up out of here, Jamie.
Yeah, let's do it, man. Let's turn on that Dolomite. Get lit.
Way down in the jungle. Bad mine.
No, Lion stepped out on a signifying monkey's feet.
I said, motherfucker,
Can't you see?
You're standing on my
Goddamn feet. Rest in peace to Rudy Ray Moore.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dolomite. Uno, we out.